Hi, Kevin Henry of Dental Economics, here today at the SCN meeting in Frisco, Texas, talking to my friend Dr. Roy Shelburne. And it's been a year since we talked to Dr. Shelburne at the SCN meeting last year in Anaheim. And obviously that was right after you'd been released from federal prison. Talk about what the last year's been like for you.
It's been quite an interesting ride. I left SCN with a new direction and a desire to be able to share the story with the profession, and in an effort to prevent the same from happening to somebody else. So the story I share hits the highlights of what happened to me, and I've tried to identify some of the things that can be done in an office to help to protect and defend, to be able to be prepared and completely to a point where the systems and the way the office operates is compliant completely with the regulations and with the billing and coding standards, to make sure that there aren't errors made.
You know, and what we heard today at the meeting is obviously how busy you've been on your speaking and really taking this message out across the country. What are a couple of the real high points you try to leave with your audience?
Number one is that if it isn't contained in your dental record, you didn't see it, you didn't say it, you didn't do it, it wasn't necessary, and it wasn't done from a legal perspective. And second, there needs to be a due diligence in the office. There needs to be an attention to the billing and coding systems. If the doctor is unwilling or unable to do those audits to be able to determine what is being done, what is being submitted is being done correctly, to bring in a third party or to have someone come in to be able to do those audits, to identify any areas that there may be errors, and then implement systems to be able to correct those errors so that they aren't made again, and to prevent errors from happening as a result of just lack of attention to detail.
And a lot of times it really is just a lack of attention. I mean, obviously, and that's...
Doctors are very busy. The concentration that we have as professionals tends to be on the patient and the care that we deliver for that individual, and it's very time consuming, and dentists tend to be very focused on that clinical aspect and tend to delegate to other individuals the other business systems, and there needs to be a system of checks and balances to make sure that what is being done correctly. So,
and I'm guessing a lot of times after you finish your lecture, after you're done talking, that there's a lot of questions, a lot of eyes have been opened, I'm guessing.
Absolutely. You know, they typically, and myself was one of these practitioners, I thought, well, if I've made errors, I can make restitution, I can, if there are any fines or penalties, I can repay those. It's an honest mistake. There would be no repercussions as a result of it. But I try to make it clear to them that ignorance is no excuse in the eye of the law, that you have to be careful to make sure that there's a reasonable expectation that what is being submitted on the insurance claim, what is being recorded in that document that is the patient record, is being done completely appropriately, and that the errors are reduced to a minimum.
And tell people, if they want more information, how can they get a hold of you to share your story?
I would direct them to the website. It's just royshelburne.com.
Okay.
And there's information there about the services that I provide, and as far as the meetings that I'm going to be speaking at. And so if they have more interest or information that they want or need, they can go there and be able to get that information.
Well, obviously, I really appreciate sharing your story last year and giving us an update this year. It's some great information.
My pleasure. I've enjoyed the year, and it's been very gratifying. It's been something that I did not expect, and have enjoyed. If I can prevent the same from happening to someone else, I would consider my time justified.
Well, I hope that happens, and thank you so much.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate you.